camera.
We'd probably, I'd be down to do it, just so that I can stop fucking bitching about it.
Well, it's also in a way like, you know how the Justice League was Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
How he
yeah.
did this, like, you know, the process because he wasn't happy with the first cut, and the second one, I mean, it was like 4 hours long or something like this, but it came like fucking amazing.
Andrei Tarkovsky's film Stalker, which you need to watch.
Okay,
and you can watch it because it's in Russian, and you can watch it without the subtitles. Well, you can't really get rid of them. Probably,
I probably still need subtitles. So is it?
But
maybe
he shot it 3 times. It's a 3.5 hour epic.
Wow.
He shot it 3 times because the first time, the footage, the film stock, was experimental at the time, and they shot it on certain great films, but it's like it fucked up and it desaturated or decolor, went kind of greenish or something, and it wasn't right. But and basically they didn't have color timing at the time.
Right.
Today they could actually refix it. They could fix it.
Wow.
They didn't know. But the second time he did it, the DP sucked, or the DP wasn't doing a good job as he wanted, and I believe it. You know, he knew what he wanted, and he didn't believe that it was good enough. So then he went and redid it a third time, and got it right.
Wow.
And it's one of my. It's probably second with The Mirror. It's one of my favorite films.
I got
it's one of my top 3. If depending on whether I like Mirror more or less, I like Stalker a lot. It might be my favorite of his. I can't tell. But that killed him.
No, of course, 3 hours.
No, I mean killed him.
Like literally?
Gave him cancer.
Oh wow.
Because in Russia, like wherever they were shooting, either I don't know if it was the second, third, or the first one they shot. It might have been the second or the third. I think probably the second. I have no idea. But one of the times they shot it, they didn't know, but they weren't told, but there was chemicals in the air or something. And years later, all the crew started dying of cancer.
Wow. That's
heavy
crazy.
as fuck, man.
That's heavy.
His wife got it. He got it. Luckily, his son didn't. I don't think he had his son at the time.
That's crazy.
But yeah, he, you know, and then I wasn't sure if that had something to do with why he left Russia. I think it had something to do with something else, but then he did. I think after that, he never made another film in Russia. I don't think it had something to do with that though. But he went to Italy and did a film there, and he did all these other films. He did Nostalgia, I think, after or I might be wrong. There might have been another film after Stalker that he did in Russia. I could be wrong. I forget. No, it might have been Stalker that was the last one.
Okay.
I don't know. But basically, that film gave him cancer. Gave the whole crew cancer. I'm nearly sure about this. Wow. I mean, I heard it was a YouTube video I watched about it, but everybody from the film that was on that project, most people got cancer.
That's so sad. That's crazy. I mean,
and it's like, but it's one of those things. It's like they got cancer trying to remake a film that should have gotten done right the first time. If we got it done right the first time, or if they went with what they had, it wouldn't have killed them.
But
it's
some things you can't predict, you know. It's just sometimes it's just
you just got to do your best with what you got at the moment.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. And that's going back.
Yeah, that was a real downer. But no, I mean, I think he had an incredible filmography. Like I loved his last film, The Sacrifice.
Yeah.
But he was that was when he was starting to fade, and it was about this. It was basically a film for his son, about, you know, the sacrifice of a parent or something, and and at the end of the film, or I don't want to spoil it, but it's like people say it's his not like his farthest from the best films, the Sacrifice, his last one, probably because of how, you know, he was probably weak at the time, and he was on his deathbed, you know, telling people how to edit it. I heard, I could be wrong, but it's like that. I mean, I felt something from that film that was the first film of his that I watched the second time immediately after watching the first time.
Yeah,
it was a 2.5 or 3 hour film, and after watching it, I watched it again, and that was the first time I realized if you watch a Tarkovsky film for the second time, you have a different
view on the whole
a different experience.
Wow.
Unlike any other movie
Yeah.
I've ever seen. His movies, I can watch them multiple times and feel something completely different each time.
Wow, that's
why he's my favorite. If I was on an island and I could only watch one director's work or one film, it would be a Tarkovsky film or all Tarkovsky films. I would just watch them over and over again.
Yeah,
because I do it all now. That's part of my routine. At the end of each day, I'll watch like some films that are for entertainment. You know, candy. You know, feeding my brain candy.
Right.
But then I'll watch a Tarkovsky film, like 5 minutes or 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know.
I come the same way, like, but I watch like more of like actors' films. Like I can watch Tom Hanks movies, over and over again because I'm one of my favorite. Ian McKellen movies too, you know, over because it's just the art. Like you just notice, and ever since I started like learning more about acting, and you know, I've been going to school, like you pick up so much more. You watch this as now your mind is in a different place.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this podcast clip. For notes and links to things mentioned on the show, my films, full episodes, or other selected clips, go to proffitableproductions.com/podcast. Profitable is spelled like my name with 2 F's and 2 T's. Also, for updates on future episodes, follow me on Instagram at Tom Proffitt Take and at Profitable Productions. Consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out a lot. Thanks again. Catch you on the next take.